Welcome back to the 30-day Jiu-Jitsu Mobility Challenge. Today is squat focus number 2. Why are we focusing in on squats when this is meant to be Jiu-Jitsu, you ask? Well, because the squatting position is an integral body movement that you'll find in Jiu-Jitsu. Think about guard retention. It is a squat on your back. Think about passing. Sometimes you need to be able to do a deep squat, particularly if you get extended in a single leg X or insert any position here. Generally speaking, squats reoccur so often in Jiu-Jitsu. So enough of my TED talk. Let's go straight into it, starting with our deep squat. Now, if you can't get into this position yet, just assume the best squat position that you can. Try and keep your feet as straight as you can. My ankle is still recovering from a nasty ankle sprain that I got from training Jiu-Jitsu. So even I get injured. So my feet aren't super straight, was the point of telling you that. But the point of us being in this deep squat position is this is going to be our test, retest, to see if what I'm actually showing you is effective. This is going to give you real world examples of the impact that you're doing your movement by taking part in this 30-day mobility challenge. So we can open up our squat by pushing into our knees, really moving and grooving. The reason that we're moving and grooving and I'm not being static and stagnant is to make this a static hold position into a more active, engaged, isometric position. So I'm really engaging by moving around. So I'm not just hanging off my tissues and expecting something to change. I'm actively seeking out that change by moving and grooving. So now that we have ourselves acquainted with the squat position, now we're going to do our squat pulls. We've done these for a while. So start with your shoulder width apart. You're going to grab your feet and pull yourself down into your squat position. Normally I'd like these to be very explosive, but I'm going to go a little bit today because it's feeling a little bit rough actually on my ankle here. If you do have ankle issues like I do right now, take it nice and slow. It's not a fresh sprain. It happened about 6 weeks ago or so, but I'm definitely still recovering my range of motion. But feel free to really engage with these, but I'm gonna take them a little bit slower, more gingerly than I would normally. So you have to forgive me, but we're gonna work in around 10 or so. So I think I'm up to 6, 7, 8, 9. And this session, this mobility can be bookmarked and come back to when you're doing squats at the gym as well. But it definitely will move the needle to improve this body shape, this archetype. All right, one more. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go into our double knee drop. We've done double knee drops before, but if they're a bit too advanced for you, feel free to hang out in a single variation, which is a little bit easier. But for those that are ready for it, let's go into our double knee drop. Start in a squat position. On my toes, I'm going to lean back, slightly touch my knees to the floor and come back. It's actually pretty hectic, but hopefully it holds out. That's 1. Follow along with me. It's 2. Should be slamming your knees onto the floor of the mat. It's a nice light touch and back out. 5, over your big toe as much as possible. Ooh. And 10. Okay, nice. So now we're going to go with some slow and controlled sit-outs. And then we're going to go back to the first exercise being the squat retest, see how we're feeling and repeat. Okay, so let's go with some slow and controlled sit-outs. So these are a little bit different to sit-outs maybe that you've seen. I just want to use these as a way to rotate and move through that position without needing to have any crazy load. So you can do these on your knees if you like, but ideally come up on our feet. We're going to sit out by pushing your leg through and just lift up. So this is the sit out position. Now, normally in jiu-jitsu, you would come all the way through for an actual sit out, but we're just gonna use this as a little bit of a rotational core mobility drill. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth or your nose. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Don't race. Slow motion capoeira. A couple more. And 10. All right. So let's quickly jump into our squat retest position. Oh man, feeling pretty open. Hopefully that feels better for you. If not, let's keep going for one more round of those squat pulls. Let's go for just a quick little 10. Remember to explosively pull yourself down into this position. I'm gonna go a little bit slower, as I mentioned already. All right, back to our knee drops. Whoa, bit rough. And feel free to do single. More comfortable with those. For everyone else today. 4. 5, halfway. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Excellent. And back to our slow and controlled sit-throughs or sit-outs. All right, we'll start on this side for 1 and 2. 3. 4. Now this one's not really squat related. I just wanted to throw it in there to pad out the session and make sure we're getting a decent session in. Whoop. Last one. And 10. Excellent. Hope you enjoyed that session. And stay tuned for tomorrow's session in the 30-day Jiu-Jitsu Mobility Challenge.